Sports.
As of right now, Mike Trout's going to be playing in Anaheim.
Got the call last night from Tony, and I can't even really explain it, I almost was in tears hearing that, getting an opportunity like this to come up here and play for the big club, and I'm going to have fun with it, definitely.
I guess there was some big news that broke last night. The Angels making the announcement. Mike Trout getting called up from Double-A Arkansas, working out before the game. He was the first guy in the cage in group number 1. There I am right behind the cage just checking things out. It was unbelievable to watch. Everyone is excited, penciled in the lineup in his first game in the big leagues. It occurs tonight in Game 2 of the series against the Seattle Mariners. Hi, everybody, from inside the Big A. Victor Rojas along with Mark Gubza. We welcome you back to Angels Baseball here on Fox Sports West. We're going to talk about Mike Trout, obviously, because he is the prodigy. Everyone has been expecting him to come to the big leagues at some point, whether it's September this year or at some point in 2012. But because Peter Bourjos strained the upper portion of his right hamstring last night, the Angels needed an outfielder, and they decided to go down to the minor leagues and big up one of the best prospects in baseball.
Victor, he can do it all. He's great defensive. He covers a lot of ground. He's got a very good arm. But what he does with the bat, the #1 prospect in all of baseball, MLB Network, and of course MLB.com said this kid is a surefire superstar at the major league level. His numbers in the minor leagues, 12 doubles, 11 triples, 9 home runs, stolen bases, hits for an average, walks. He does everything well. And, of course, he has that mentality that he's not going to be afraid coming up here at the big league level. Even at the age of 19, he has that type of ability, and I expect big things out of him, of course, and so does the club.
Well, Peter Bourjos is still on the roster. Tyler Chatwood was optioned down to AAA Salt Lake. He'll be making a start next Thursday and kind of get him in line for that series against the Texas Rangers after the All-Star break here at the Big A. Tonight, here at the Big A, it is Ervin Santana towing the slam for the Angels, going up against a very young man, making his second major league start. That is Blake Bevan of the Seattle Mariners. Just about ready for baseball, so sit back and relax. We've got lineups at first pitch when we return. Hyundai. People are talking about Hyundai. Uncensored. See what they're saying at MySoCalHyundai.com. And by CarMax. Now more than ever, the smart choice is CarMax. It is Flashback Friday here at the Big A. And with the uniforms comes, how about flash forward into the future? Mike Trout, the future outfielder of the Angels, making his major league debut here. Game 2 of this 4-game series against the Seattle Mariners. The Halos last night victorious, picking up Game 1 by the final of 5-1. Jared Weaver, his 4th complete game of the season, and he is now 11-4. Let's take a look at Eric Wedge's lineup for the Seattle Mariners. They're in 3rd place in the West, 4.5 games back of the Texas Rangers. At 43 and 45, they have Ichiro leading things off in right field. Brendan Ryan is the shortstop. Dustin Ackley moves up to the 3-hole. He's playing second base. Miguel Olivo is the cleanup hitter tonight, doing the catching. Justin Smoke, who was a DH last night, is at first base. Jack Cuss will take over those DH duties. Franklin Gutierrez is in center field. Kyle Seager is the third baseman. Made his major league debut last night and went hitless. And Greg Hallman of the Netherlands will bat 9th and play left field. Taking on Ervin Santana, 4-8. And a 3.89 ERA. And Gooby, it seems like the last couple of starts seems to be getting closer and closer to what he was doing last year.
Yeah, that feel for that slider has been outstanding. Getting on top of that pitch, late break to it, his fastball velocity in general, 93 to 95. His changeup, he's mixing in his curveball. Been pitching very well. 9-4 in his career against the Ends with an ERA 3.83. Lost a tough one earlier in the season when he went 6 2/3, just gave up 2 earned runs, 7 strikeouts with 3 walks. So look for him to stay in the zone and finish off with the breaking ball.
Take a look at the defense behind Ervin Santana. Vernon Wells in left, Mike Trout in center, Torrey Hunter is in right, Alberto Callasco, Eric Ibar on the left side of the infield, Howie Kendrick and Mark Trumbull on the right side, and the switch hitter, Hank Conger, behind the plate.
And Mike Trout playing that center field position. It's good to have 2 Gold Glovers on each side of you, but again, Mike Scioscia is going to want him to be the quarterback of the defense. Always a difficult task when you're a youngster this way, but he has that kind of focus and mentality that he will be the general of that defense in center field.
Ervin with 118 innings of work, trying to kind of duplicate, if you will, the outing that he had in Seattle. One and only meeting against the Mariners, even though he took the loss, pitched very well through the first 6 innings. And he gave up a couple of runs in the 7th in that mid-June start.
And the key for Ervin is getting this man right now. Ichiro's had a lot of success against him. 364 in his career against Ervin Santana. The big thing, too, he can steal some bases, so keep him off as much as possible.
Ichiro last night went 0 for 3 as he takes ball 1 outside. Hitting .271 on the year with a home run, 22 runs batted in. Swing and a miss. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Good fastball there from Ervin Santana on the inside part of the plate. Breaking pitch, grounded softly towards short. Ibar gets rid of it quickly, and Ichiro's retired for the first down. We'll quickly get to our Hyundai key to the game.
A little Ozzy Osbourne for you tonight, Victor. Shot in the dark. The Angels given that opportunity to Mike Trout to be the center fielder for at least the next few games here before the All-Star break, showing that talent. Hopefully he'll show that he's good enough to be able to stay here and have the opportunity to be able to bring this team to the title once again.
Mike Trout, familiar with this field, played in the MLB Futures game last season right here prior to the All-Star game. Ended up going 2 for 4 with a couple of runs scored. So has been here to this ballpark and has played on its surface, even though this is a new one, courtesy of U2. Brendan Ryan chops a little 2-hopper to Ibar, and just like that, there are 2 outs.
Well, you can see out there for Mike Trout, a lot of movement, moving the hat, chewing the gum quickly. Obviously, you got an edge going because you're up here at the major league level. Yes, you played in the Futures games here, you played minor league games, but this is the show up at the big league level. Obviously, you'd love to be able to get a fly ball, routine fly ball to get yourself in the flow of the game. But, of course, when you come to the plate, have that nice fastball, middle part of the plate, and do some damage.
Dustin Ackley takes a strike. Ackley in his rookie campaign recently called up, went 1 for 4 yesterday, hitting .298 with 3 home runs and 8 runs batted in. Fouls this pitch off to the left, and it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes.
Also a good sign, too. 2 ground ball outs for Ervin here, the first 2 outs of the game. Always about tempo and rhythm for Urban.
Ackley, also a former first-round pick in that same draft class of Mike Trout in 2009. He was the second overall pick out of the University of North Carolina. Kyle Seager, the Mariners' third baseman, the third-round pick of that draft, also from UNC. 1-2 pitch, rolled foul. The count remains at a ball and 2 strikes.
It's always exciting when a player with that type of ability gets called up to your ball club. And even as a veteran player later in my career, anytime there was a prospect you hear a lot about coming up to the big league level, it just gives you that excitement. You feel young again when you're on the field. I mean, Torrey Hunter was all smiles today during batting practice, seeing this youngster up here.
Fastball, got him looking on the outside corner. Down goes Ackley. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Urban Santana. Ibar, Hunter, and Abreu to face Blake Bevan when we return. And 42 at the start of the day. Eric Ibar leading things off at shortstop. Torrey Hunter is in right field. Bobby Abreu is the DH. Vernon Wells, the cleanup hitter in left field. Howie Kendrick at second base. Alberto Callasco gets a start at third base tonight. Maestro Stewart gets the night off. Mark Trumbo's at first. Hank Conger will bat eighth and do the catching. And making his major league debut, Mike Trout batting ninth and playing center field. Taking on the 22-year-old from Irving, Texas. Big, tall drink of water, Blake Bevan.
Yeah, he's got a good fastball. 90-93 pounds the strike zone with that fastball would sink. The curveball changeup. Do exceptionally well his first time out. 7 innings, only 1 run allowed.
Bevan, 6'7", 240-pounder. Delivers inside for ball 1. He's a guy that last year combined between the Rangers organization and the Mariners organization went 14-8 with a 3.90 ERA, a former first-round pick at Texas. This one is ripped into right field. Ichiro giving chase, and that one is gone! Big fly for Eric Ibar to lead things off, puts the Angels on top 1-0.
Super quick hands for Eric Ibar on that fastball. Reports are that Bevan does a lot of fastballs early in the game. He jumped on that one. Good fastball, but even better swing from Eric Ibar. Okay, is that how you do it?
6th home run of the season for Ibar. Picks up his 38th run batted in. Came off a 2-for-4 game with a double and hold for the dance. That is all the rage nowadays. As Torrey Hunter takes a strike. There it is.
Torrey's got to learn to step out there and let them finish the dance before the pitch is made.
Miguel Olivo appeared to have been crossed up on that pitch. Looked like he was anticipating a breaking ball. That's why he went out there and met Bevan up midway between home plate and the mound. It was still called a strike, and it's 0-1. Torrey went 2-for-4 last night himself, hitting .244, 9 home runs, 40 runs batted in. There's the slider that Olivo wanted the previous pitch. If we go back and take a look at that Ibar home run.
You see how quick Eric's hands are. That fastball was supposed to be on the outside part of the plate, but super quick in, tucks his hands in, and turns on that fastball at 90 miles an hour, hits it out at the right field for a home run. Home run number 6 for Eric Ibar.
2 balls and a strike on Torrey Hunter. The slider missing down and away. And it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Bevan making his major league debut on July the 3rd against the Padres. Picked up the W. Torrey swings through the fastball. And it is a full count for 90 pitches in that major league debut. Struck out 4, walked 2. He was the 17th overall pick by Texas in 2007. 3-2 pitch. Torrey shoots one out toward right. Ichiro is there. And there is the first down. Let's take a look at the defense for Seattle this evening. Allman is in left. Gutierrez in center. Ichiro is in right. Seager, Ryan, Ackley, Smoke from third to first base, and Miguel Olivo behind the plate.
Boy, Justin Smoke, he's there for the swing and the power for Seattle, but he's a guy who's been very good as far as the glove at first base. Some good range and very quick as far as catching the low throws, but at times when he makes that throw to second base, that's where he's had his most problems throwing that ball away.
There's Bobby Abreu. With 1 out, nobody on, the Angels leading at 1-0. Fastball is up and away. Bobby went 1 for 3 and an RBI last night. His 1,300th career run batted in. He's 8th among active players in the RBI category. Getting 286 on the season, 3 home runs and 35 driven homes. That pitch is down and in. And it is 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 1. Good crowd expected tonight. Fireworks after the game. Pretty close, if not already sold out for tomorrow night. Game 3. Great pitching matchup on Sunday afternoon at 12:35. King Felix Hernandez against Dan Harris. 2-1 pitches. Called a strike, and it's 2-2.
There's had some tickets available for that Sunday game, too. What a matchup that is.
12:35 is that start time. You see the note there. Big trade with the Texas Rangers last year. They have Justin Smoke along with Josh Luke and Matt Lawson. Bobby slices one down the left field line. Hallman giving chase. He'll track it down for the second down of the inning. The Mariners sending Cliff Lee and Mark Lowe. July 9th of last season with Texas. And a trade that I guess you could say so far has paid dividends for both sides. Obviously, Cliff Lee, a huge part of the Rangers' run last year, getting all the way to the World Series. Justin Smoke, the future first baseman. Well, the present-day first baseman, but terrific upside for him. He was a former first-round pick at the University of South Carolina. And in Bevan, they think they got a mid to back into the rotation guy. As Vernon takes a fastball for a strike.
They feel he's got a chance of being a 12 to 15 game winner consistently at the major league level. He throws a lot of strikes and go deep into a ball game.
Vernon lays off the breaking pitch, evens a count at 1 ball, 1 strike. He went 0 for 3 last night with a sacrifice fly. And the Mariners, obviously, with that rebuilding mode that they are currently in, a lot of young players already this season. 7th Mariner, Blake Bevan is a 7th Mariner to make his debut this season, along with Michael Pineda, Tom Williamson, Josh Luke, Carlos Peguero, Mike Wilson, Dustin Ackley. That pitch misses inside. It's 2 balls and 1 strike.
When there for a while, though, they didn't have a ton of prospects in the minor league level, especially at the upper levels of the minor leagues. A lot of their prospects were down there in A-ball, Double-A. Now they're getting an opportunity to play.
This one pulled toward the hole, backhanded by Brendan Ryan. The jump throw is not in time, and that is an infield single for Vernon Wells. Nice job by Ryan going deep to his right, and even being in a position to make a play on Vernon.
Pretty accurate throw, too. And Vernon still, that foot bothered him going down the line, but he said he told me today he'll feel better Thursday or Friday next week. I think it's those 4 days off of the All-Star break. But that was some kind of play by Ryan. Vernon was able to beat that out. Get an infield hit.
Second hit of the inning. Ibar had the other one, a leadoff home run for him. His 6th of the season. Howie Kendrick Takes up and in for ball one. Howie last night extended his hitting streak to 16 games, tying his career best. Set it back in 2006. Hitting .307, 8 home runs, 29 runs batted in for the All-Star. Lines this one, one hopper past Brendan Ryan. And that's the third hit of the inning for the Angels and a new career high as far as his streak is concerned for Howie. Is 17 consecutive game with a hit. Vernon Wells. So he's trying to stretch it out.
The thing with Howie, you saw that rocket he hit the right center field last night. This one he turns on that fastball. This time Evan leads that fastball up, and Howie's so quick with the hands once again. Hits that ball by and the Ryan for a base hit into the outfield. The ability to hit the ball to right center and left center makes it so difficult to pitch against Howie Kendrick, the all-star Howie Kendrick.
Alberto Callaspo takes up and away. A off-speed pitch from Bevan. Alberto yesterday came into the game when Borges was hurt. Pinch ran. No at-bats for him last night. That sinking fastball just missed off the plate. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. Alberto hitting .275 with 3 home runs, 31 runs batted in.
Let's get a nice level swing on this fastball right here for Callaspo.
Fouls this one off the left, pulling off of it. And it's 2-1. Callaspo had been scuffling coming into this homestand. He had been in a 2 for 33 skid. He's 8 for 27 on the homestand, and getting an opportunity back from the left side of the plate where he's fared okay. He's at .304 against left-handed pitching from the right side. 2-1. Breaking pitch drops in there. 2-2. Angels last night 3 for 7 with men in scoring position. They've got Vernon Wells at second base with 2 outs here in the first. Howie Kendrick is at first base. Bevan a glance back at the 2-2, and this one bounced right back to the big right-hander. Ricochets toward the line, and they still get Alberto, and that will end the inning. But the Angels strike first as Eric Ibar picks up his 3rd career leadoff home run down the right field line. One of the books. Angels lead it 1-0. Angels baseball is brought to you by 76 Gasoline. We're on the driver's side. Top of the second here at the Big A. The Angels with a 1-0 lead, courtesy of Eric Ibar's 6th home run of the season. Irvin Santana here, the second, to face Olivo Smoke and Jack Cust.
It's that ketchup on the hot dog?
Absolutely. It's one way to roll. The other is with barbecue sauce. Figured that hot dog was a little bit too much for the young man.
He's like, yeah, I'm going to watch the game. I want to see a fly ball to center field. See how Mike Trout can run that one down.
Oliva, the catcher, takes a breaking pitch upstairs, and it is ball one, called by the veteran Sam Holbrook, calling the balls and strikes tonight. Todd Titchener over at first base, Jerry Davis at second, Greg Gibson is over at third as Oliva bounces this one to Ivar, who's been busy already tonight. That is the third ground ball that he has received, and there's the first down of this inning. And you know what, last night we were talking about the crew carrying over from the Tiger series, Angel Hernandez, Joe Wesker, although Joe wasn't here last night. Just as we expected, we figured that it would be just one more game to get us to Friday and kind of get a new crew in here.
Pretty good crew, this 4 umpires. Pretty consistent.
3 ground ball outs and a strikeout for Ervin Santana to start as Justin Smoak takes one downstairs. Smoak got the quasi night off last night, serving as the DH. Went 0 for 4, 238, 12 home runs, 42 runs batted in as Ervin misses high, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Smoak was in the cleanup spot last night, dropping to the 5-hole this evening. And it's 3 balls and no strikes. Seattle out on the road. 3 games under 500 at 20 and 23. They are 11 and 11 within the division. Here's the strike. The Angels are 10 and 11.
Hey, does Ervin Santana always seem to pitch on Flashback Fridays?
Yes. I think when spring training first started, I think he got dibs.
I think so.
Yeah. The rotation just seems to work out that way. 3-1, and Smoak lifts one out toward left center field. This one tailing back towards Vernon Wells. He'll call off the youngster. Vernon makes the catch for out number 2. Fans, follow the Angels at foxsportswest.com/Angels. Log on and catch Matt Money Smith's column on Vernon Wells. Perfect timing. And be sure to vote for the Angels poll question. Who's been the best American League starting pitcher this season? Josh Beckett, CC Sabathia, Jared Weaver, or Justin Verlander? I hate to contradict our colleague Jose Mota, who yesterday during the pregame show on Angels Live said that he would pick CC Sabathia to start the All-Star game.
Jared Weaver.
Not even close between the first 2 guys in Weaver and Verlander.
Yeah, you can make an argument with Weaver and Verlander, but those 2 right there are the best. Weaver, Verlander, and the guy next to him pretty good too,
Yeah.
Dan Herron.
Yep.
2 shutouts this season, a 1-hitter and a 2-hitter.
Pretty good numbers. 2 balls and no strikes. Jared, the American League leader, earned run average at 1.86 as Cuss takes upstairs, and it's 3-0. Weaver's followed by Beckett, Verlander, Gio Gonzalez, who blew up tonight against the Texas Rangers, gave up or only went 4 innings. As Cuss pulls that pitch foul, it's 3-1. James Shields had a great season. The rookie Michael Pineda, whom the Angels will face tomorrow night here at 6:05 start. He's at 2.58, then Dan Herron.
Some great numbers put up by pitchers this year, especially when you look at the American League, generally known as a hitter's league.
Full count now. Yeah, seldom. I mean, you got the top 10 in the American League in earned run average below 3. Alexi Ogando is 10th at 2.92. And that's only because he had a stretch, a couple of starts where he kind of blew up a little bit with the Texas Rangers. 3-2, a swing and a miss by Cuss. Down he goes, second strikeout for Ervin Santana. We head to the bottom of the second. Mike Trout will be getting his first Major League plate appearance with the Angels on top 1-0. Of 1-0, Eric Ibar leadoff home run in the bottom of the first inning. That poor piece of gum that Mike Trout
I know,
was
and he was crushing that
thing.
That was beautiful in that one fly ball. You can see Torrey said, hey, listen, you're the center fielder. Go get that ball. Don't let Vernon take that fly ball away from you.
Oh, man. Here's Mark Trumbo. Bottom third of the order for the Halos here in the second. Trumbo, Conger, Trout. Talk about the youth of tomorrow for the Angels. Mark Trumbo last night 0 for 3, was hit by a pitch, hitting .253, 14 home runs, 37 driven home. Fouls this one back, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. The Halos with 8 guys on this roster right now, 25 years of age or younger. So 8 of the 25. That's pretty good. This one pulled to third, and Seager has it for out number 1. Tyler Chadwood would be on that list, but he was optioned down to AAA Salt Lake to make room for Mike Trout. And some folks have probably wondered, why Tyler? Is he not going to be in the rotation? Are they going to limit his innings? The fact of the matter is that he's not scheduled to pitch this weekend whatsoever. Then you've got a 4-day All-Star break before the Angels kick things off next Friday in Oakland, a series in which he's not going to be pitching in anyway. So he gets sent down, gets a chance to work down at AAA. He'll get to start next Thursday at Salt Lake, which would put him in line to make the first start when the Angels return home to start a 3-game series against the Texas Rangers.
That's the absolute perfect decision to make by the Angels. When you think about it, Tyler Chadwick gets an opportunity to stay fresh. If you're not going to pitch, it's difficult. Even though they want to stretch him out, give him some time off in between some starts here and there to try to limit the innings for the season, but you want to keep him fresh as much as possible. And he wasn't going to, and he's got an off day in between that Oakland series in Texas, so you get pushed back again. Mike Scioscia is going to put the top 4 guys out in that first series against Oakland in that 4-game series. Tyler, the number 5 starter, would be pushed back, so why not get him down there, keep him fresh?
And you could basically, it's essentially a modified bullpen that AAA start next Thursday. You could limit the pitch counts to whatever you want. You could say, hey, we're going to cap it at 75, just kind of limit things, get your work in, work on the things that Mike Butcher wants you to work on. As Conger, it's a 1-hopper to second. And that is out number 2 here in the second.
Batting ninth, number 27, center fielder Mike Trout.
Trout steps in with 2 outs and nobody on base and takes a fastball outside. 1 ball, no strikes.
And all of a sudden the game will slow down for him. And he gets to see that first pitch, didn't jump out at that pitch. Now he can see the ball better, trying to talk to himself and staying back. It's so difficult when you make your debut here.
Foul tips that one. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Trout at AA Arkansas, played in 75 games, 324, 32 extra base hits, an on-base percentage of .415. And 28 stolen bases. Flips this one foul. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lineup card drawn out there today. Met with the media at 3:30.
Well, he hasn't stopped smiling yet. Up here at the plate, trying to talk to himself.
Lays off the fastball. Olivo asking for some help at first base. Sam Holbrook says, I got it. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Breaking pitch. Fouled off to the right. Bevan got away with one. A little hanging breaking pitch. The count remains at 2-2. Trout at 19 years of age. Youngest in Major League Baseball right now. The 25th overall pick in 2009. Flips this one out to shallow right. Ichiro comes charging in. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Blake Bevan. 2 in the books here at the Big A, and the Angels maintain a 1-0 lead. the third. Well, now you got that first AB out of the way. You kind of breathe.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just the game comes so quickly, too, and you're not able to relax. Now you can see him take a deep breath out there in the outfield, cover some ground, and get ready for his next at-bat as he's trying to talk himself through, trying to tell himself to relax. That baseball comes by you pretty quickly.
Ervin Santana has faced 6 so far. He's retired all 6, including a couple of strikeouts, facing the bottom third of the Mariners order. Gutierrez, Seager, and Hallman. Franklin had a couple of hits last night, going 2 for 3. Takes a fastball up and in. Mariners center fielder hitting 190 on the year with a home run, 8 runs batted in. He's got 3 doubles. Missing just over 40 games to start this season. Starting the year on the disabled list. Pulls this one over Callaspo. Ibar's got it, and that's going to go as an infield base hit. Callaspo playing in to guard against the bunt potential. That ball really bounded off that hard dirt in front of the plate, and there's nothing Callaspo could do.
Well, in your position to try to take away the bunt, the proper position for Callaspo once that ball gets overhead, no chance. You know, you can see the range of Erick Aybar to be able to get to that baseball. Here's got another base hit. He had a couple of flares last night.
So man on, first base runner for Seattle. Here's Kyle Seager, the third baseman. Made his major league debut last night, went 0 for 4. Takes a fastball inside. Seager, a North Carolina native. Double-A Jackson hit .312. 4 home runs and 37 runs batted in. Gutierrez with a little bit of a short lead at first baseman. Irvin will check in on him.
4 stolen bases this year for Gutierrez. But the one thing about Irvin, though, has to pay attention to the stolen base threat. He's allowed 17 stolen bases in 18 attempts so far this year.
Hank Conger's thrown out 7 of 50 would-be base stealers. This one out toward left center field. Vernon Wells, Mike Trout. No, Vernon Wells makes the catch, spins around, fires it to second base. Gutierrez tags and is in there safely. There's 1 out and a man in scoring position for Greg Hallman.
Corey Hunter again to tell him, hey, it's your baseball. You're letting Vernon take everything away from you. And that ball's tracking back towards Vernon Wells, the left-handed bat. Torrio will make sure Mike Trout is relaxed at some point during this game.
Torrio was talking a lot with Mike Trout during stretching, during BP. They were in the same group together. Breaking pitch is in for a strike on Hallman, the left fielder, hitting .286 with a home run, 3 runs batted in. Gutierrez with a pretty good lead at second base. This one, a little flare out to shallow center field. Trout's coming on, not going to get it. It falls in there for a hit. Hallman is on board. The Mariners have runners at first and third. Caught up with Torrey Hunter before the game and talking about Mike Trout and getting ready for his first major league debut tonight. This is what Mike Trout had to say about Torrey's comments.
Torrey told me, you got to accept failure. That's a big reason you can move up in this organization, you know. You can't get down on yourself on 1 AB, 20 ABs. It doesn't matter. It's a long season. And you're going to go through some bad times. And the quicker you can recover from that, the better you're going to be.
Well, that's so true. It's such a tough grind baseball season. You think about the all-time great hitters, 300 batting average. That's failure 7 out of 10 at bats. So you have to, the players that get to the major league level and stay there for a long time and are successful are the guys that can put a bad at bat behind them quickly or a play in the field. That's how you become successful.
Ichiro trying to flare one into left field, fouls it off instead, and it's no balls, 2 strikes. Ichiro for 1 with a ground ball to short. Tough guy to double up. It's Gutierrez, who had to freeze between second and third to make sure that Trout didn't catch that baseball. Advanced only 90 feet. Hallman is over at first base. 0-2 pitch. He's got a piece of it. Great pitch. Good location down and in.
And that's the pitch to get Ichiro out now. The breaking ball, the slower breaking ball down in the dirt. He pulls off on that pitch. Ichiro doesn't hit many double plays. He's hitting the 4 this season, so that's something that doesn't happen too often. So right now, Ervin Santana looking to see if he can get the swing and miss.
Halos with a run in the first inning, courtesy of the Ibar home run off Blake Bevan. Ichiro fouls this one off. The count remains at 0-2. Seattle threatening here. It's 6 men to the plate, and all 6 retired by Santana. Prior to this third inning, Gutierrez had an infield base hit. Seager with a fly ball to left. And advanced Gutierrez to second base. And now Hallman with a base hit to center, putting runners at the corners, and a very dangerous hitter at the plate. Brendan Ryan, the shortstop, is the man on deck. Outfield very shallow against Ichiro. Hallman takes off. The pitch is down in the dirt. It's a stolen base for Hallman. And a 1-2 count on Suzuki.
Hallman, assuming that Irvin's going to throw that breaking ball in that spot, had a good jump. Was able to advance easily into second for a stolen base. His 4th stolen base of the season. And it's difficult to get Ichiro to hit him with double play anyhow, so you're still in a position where you try to pop him up in the infield or get a swing and miss if you can.
So 2 in scoring position now. And here's the 1-2. Upstairs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two-2 pitch just missing off the plate. It's a full count.
Well, that's a pretty good spot. He ran off the outside corner, but certainly a pretty good pitch for Irvin. Conger setting up that target, the outside corner. Maybe just off the outside part of the plate.
3-2 pitch. Breaking pitch pulled over to first base. Trumbo's got it. He'll race to the bag as the run scores. This game is tied up, but there are 2 outs now. Suzuki picking up his 23rd run batted in, and Hallman advances to third.
Nice job by Trumbo there. A lot of times the first baseman freezes and waits for the pitcher to cover the bag, but Irvin was late covering the bag. Trumbo had the presence of mind to go there and beat Ichiro going to the base.
Now, Mark's been one of those guys this season. The more and more he plays first base, the default for him is, I'll take it. If I've got to give it up and the pitcher's actually there, then I'll give it up. But other than that, he's more times than not going to be taking it himself.
Take a lot of stress out of that play. A lot of time to feed over there. If the pitcher's going to be late or a low throw, take it yourself.
Brendan Ryan swinging on that first pitch slider, and it's no balls in his strike. Ryan grounded out to Eric Ibar in the first inning, so he's 0 for 1 so far tonight. And a 2 for 4 game last night with a double, his 12th, and RBI, his 25th. He's got Greg Hallman over at third. Looked like he went around. He did. Sam Holbrook doesn't even ask for help. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh, 2. Foul back. Oh, he climbed the ladder nicely on that fastball. Ryan just getting a piece of it. Keeps his at-bat alive. The count remains at 0-2.
Well, you have him set up now for that nasty slider down and away. You know, you make the hitter aware of that fastball up.
Check swing. He went around. Holbrook rings him up. That will end the inning with the Mariners tie the game on a couple of hits as we head to the bottom of the third in a 1-1 tie.
A cold, hard blast leading off the ball game. Eric Ivar gets a fastball, turns on it at 90 miles an hour, and hits it out to right field. His 6th home run of the season, which is a career high. Vernon Wells and Eric Ivar celebrate that career high in home runs. And the Coors Light cold, hard blast.
He'll lead off this bottom of the third inning. The game tied at 1 apiece. Seattle getting a run on a couple of hits in the third to knot this game up. New career high for Eric Ivar as far as home runs are concerned. His 3rd career leadoff home run. Trying to draw the infield in. Seager, the 3rd baseman, playing at the cut of the grass now. And Ivar with a 1-ball, no strike count. Devin coming off a 1-2-3 second. Off speed pitch down low. And it is 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0. Ivar fouls it off to the left. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Bevan down at AAA Tacoma. 16 starts this year, 5-3 and a 4.45 ERA. Struck out 64, walked 20 in 93 innings. Yeah, it's going to rely on movement, location, not going to necessarily overpower you. This one flipped out to left field. Hallman comes in and will make the catch for the first out. Hey, join the Angels in Wells Fargo as they host the annual canned food drive at Angel Stadium through Sunday. All fans that donate receive an Angels team photo. Fans that donate 10 canned goods or $10 or more receive 2 tickets to a future game while supplies last. All proceeds benefit the Second Harvest Food Bank of Orange County. 1 out, nobody on for Torrey Hunter. Lined out to Ichiro in right field in his first inning at bat. Takes a breaking pitch outside. A game in Texas, a final now. The Rangers have defeated the Oakland Athletics for the 2nd consecutive night, 8-4. C.J. Wilson picking up the win in that game. Torrey takes a strike as Bevan paints the corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. So the Angels needing a victory to remain a game back. Oakland drops to, I believe it's 10 games now. The division. 2-1.
And one thing you notice out of Bevan so far, I mean, the hitters will notice this, and guys on the bench will look for it too, to see if a pitcher's going to tip, what type of pitcher throwing. A lot of movement in the glove when he goes to a breaking ball, not as much when it's the fastball.
Torrey chopping this one to short. Brendan Ryan has it. 2 outs. Oakland with the loss does drop to 10 games back in the American League West. It might accelerate the quote-unquote selling process of some of their potential free agents.
A lot of talk goes about amongst general managers at that All-Star break and at the game itself. So Oakland, I think, is going to end up being a pretty good seller here pretty soon. Potential free agents.
Trade deadline coming up. Here's Bobby Abreu looking at a fastball for a strike. Bobby had a fly ball to left field in the first inning, so he's 0 for 1. Hits this one out to left field again. Hallman going back on it. They track it down. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Bevan, who's now retired 7 consecutive Angels since the Howie Kendrick base hit. Still, through 3, we're down at 1. Time now for our AT&T trivia question. Since 1973, which 3 American League starters finished the regular season with an ERA under 2?
Is Vida Blue one of those guys?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I take under 5. That'd be all right for me.
I was 5 in 1973.
Oh. There you go.
3-4-5 for Seattle here. We start the 4th inning. Dustin Ackley, Miguel Olivo, Justin Smoke. Ackley struck out looking to end the first inning. She's 0 for 1. And Irvin, beginning in the 3rd inning, starting to fall behind a lot of hitters. 2 balls, no strikes. This one lined to left field, a leadoff base hit. Gutierrez had the leadoff infield base hit, eventually came around to score in the 3rd. But the first 2 innings, very aggressive, throwing strikes, good life on his fastball, but hasn't been able to get back to that command of the fastball here the last inning plus.
Yeah, fastball upstairs. Actually, very good fastball hitter. He doesn't have a lot of time in the major league level. He's shown throughout his collegiate career and, of course, in the minor leagues that he can hit a fastball and hit it consistently.
Miguel Olivo takes the breaking pitch upstairs, and again, Irvin just kind of getting underneath that breaking pitch. We've talked about it a couple of times this season. It gets in between that slider and curveball, and it just becomes a spinner up there that stays up. 2 balls and no strikes. Olivo, a ground out victim leading off the 2nd inning, so 0 for 1. And it'll come back to him, too. I mean, just a perfect example is the Brendan Ryan hit bat to end the 3rd inning. A couple of nasty sliders. Olivo lines one to the alley in left center field. Trout will not be able to get it. Plays it on a hop. And Ackley ends up at 3rd base. The base hit by Miguel Olivo, and again on a 2-0 count, the 4th of the night for Ervin Santana. He's in some trouble here with runners at the corners. Justin Smoke coming up.
Well, you make pretty good hitters, very good hitters, when they get themselves in good hitters counts. And back-to-back 2-0 fastballs, and has elevated both those pitches, both the Ackley and the Olivo, up in the strike zone, able to see it well, hit that ball hard, and then in the alley. A fastball that Ervin just tried to get over the middle part of the plate.
Justin Smoke steps in. Hit a fly ball to left field in his second inning at bat. Smoke, a guy that you can't induce a double play on, especially with Olivo at first base. Lays off that pitch. 1 ball, no strikes.
And the mindset for Ervin Santana has to be limit the damage. If they do score a run, so be it. Try to get the double play ball. The offense is going to score some runs tonight against the youngster Bevins, so you have to have that mindset. Limit the damage. Don't let the Mariners have a big inning against me.
2-0. Make that 5 2-0 counts. Ackley with a leadoff base hit stands at third. Olivo followed that up with his own single. 4 hits already for Seattle. All 4 coming in the last 2 innings. Ervin always with that kind of that cool demeanor about him. A little bit of a smile, a nod, as he was talking to Hank Auger. Coming off a win against the Dodgers on the 3rd. That was that Sunday night game here at the Big A. Allowed a run on 6 hits and 7 2/3. Breaking pitches in there, 2-1. That win, by the way, for Ervin snapped a 6th start winless streak. His previous victory was here at the Big A, May the 25th against Oakland. 2-1. Outside, 3 balls and a strike. Jack Cust is the man on deck. Smoke fouls it back. It's a full count now. Now we're down to the press box area.
Yeah, I believe it would be going here a 3-2 count. Try to stay out of a double play ball.
Not a very big lead for him as Treble plays in front of him. It doesn't go, and Smoke hits one out toward deep center field. Playable for Trout. That'll score Ackley. Olivo's tagging from first, heading to second base. And he is in there safely, and the Mariners have a 2-1 lead. Smoke picks up his 43rd run batted in.
Smoke got a pitch that he could hit in the air and just missed hitting that ball out. Trout was able to track it down. A spinning breaking ball. Got underneath that. It stayed right over the heart of the plate. Fortunately for the Angels, that ball stayed in the ballpark. You don't get that baseball back often when you have a spinning breaking ball like that.
Olivo at second. Jack Cust at the plate. Seattle on top. A breaking pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Cust struck out swinging to end the second inning. 1 of 3 punch outs for Ervin. Go with no walks. The 4 hits allowed. 2-0. Common theme tonight. Of late, specifically. 54 pitches thrown by Santana. 31 strikes, 23 balls. See Olivo leading off at second base. 2-1.
Actually getting caught in between the curveball and the slider again. Changing speeds on the slider. That was a dangerous pitch he just got away with there. 2-0.
Cust hooks this one foul down the right field line. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Mariners' designated hitter. Two. Missing inside, full count.
It's 4 full counts for Urban already in the game here in the 4th inning.
Payoff pitch out toward right. A lot of topspin on it, so Torrey will make the catch. Olivo's not going anywhere. Torrey kind of wanted to hit the ball into the infield to throw anybody out in a while, so I figured, you know what, I'm going to air it out.
Get loose, just in case he needs it. Throw somebody out at the plate.
He's not happy that it kind of sailed up the line a little bit. Mike Butcher's going to come out and talk things over here with Santana. Pretty good throw, though.
He got underneath that throw. You can see that as he tried to get himself in position to make that strong throw, loosen up his arm. And I like this visit, too, by the way, from Mike Butcher, who had to talk to Urban Santana. It's refreshing. The fact is, the importance of throwing that first pitch for a strike. Falling behind consistent. These Mariner hitters get a lot of good swings this last 2 innings against him.
Number 21, center fielder Franklin Gutierrez.
So with Olivo still at second base, Mariners on top 2-1. Franklin Gutierrez stepped to the plate. 1-for-1, had that chopper over Callaspo's head that Ibar got to, but had no play. Goes as an infield single. He scored the Mariners' first run in that 3rd inning. Breaking pitch, still got underneath that one. It's called a strike, though.
Well, you can see the frustration on the face of Urban on that pitch. The 6 of the 16 batters faced tonight so far for Urban. First pitch strike.
There's a good slider, and it's 0-2.
Well, the key for a pitcher to rely so much on the slider is that front shoulder needs to stay in there very long. If you fly open quickly, that's when your wrist ends up dropping and you had that kind of a flat slider. But if you keep that front shoulder in long enough, you have a chance of getting over top of that and snapping that slider like that.
Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Urban at least limits the damage. Seattle takes the lead with a run and a couple of hits. We head to the bottom of the 4th. M's lead at 2-1. AT&T. By your Southern California Ford dealers. Visit us today and trade up to 4. And by Jack in the Box. For a limited time, Jack's really big chicken sandwich combo is back for only $3.99 plus tax at participating restaurants. Halos down by the score of 2-1. The sun sets here in Southern California. Near the bottom of the 4th inning, it'll be Wells, Kendrick, and Callaspo to face Blake Bevan, who's retired the last 7 in a row. Gave up 3 hits in the 1st inning. The Angels took a 1-0 lead on Eric Ibar's home run, but that's been it for Bevan. No strikeouts, no walks, and the 3 hits allowed. Vernon had one of those hits, an infield base hit. So he's 1 for 1 and now backs out. Bevan delivers a strike. This one fouled back off the mask. No balls, 2 strikes. Bevan was in spring training with Seattle, non-roster invite. Pitched in 3 games, had 1 start in Cactus League play, went 1-0 and a 6.43 ERA. Then off to Tacoma to make those 16 starts, and now in the big leagues. Second major league start for him at 22 years of age. Mariners have another 22-year-old tomorrow, Michael Pineda. The start for them. Breaking pitch, hooked down the line. This one's got the distance. Is it fair? Gone! Big fly for Vernon Wells. We're tied at 2.
Boy, much easier on the foot for Vernon Wells, but he can jog around the bases. It's a breaking pitch. 0-2 breaking pitch. He hits it out of the ballpark. Boy, super quick on that one also. Spinner up there, good underneath it. Boy, a breaking pitch, that type of pitch there, you want better bite on it. He's able to drop the head of the bat, look at inner half, and turns and drives that out.
Now he fouls this one off.
That's all you can hope for as a hitter when it's a breaking ball count. Hope that it spins in the middle part or middle in, and so you can have that dance once again. Both of them home runs tonight. Home run number 13 for Vernon Wells.
33rd run batted in as Bevan backs out. That snaps that string of 7 straight retired. This one toward the hole. Brendan Ryan is there. That ball came up on him. Throw out Howie Kendrick for the first down.
Again, getting back to you're hoping for a spinning breaking ball in the inner half. Down and away, it's going to be very difficult to make contact. He's quick with his hands through that baseball, down and in, hits it out. It's funny, he was kind of smiling at Trumbo. Says, you know what? I'm only 1 behind you now.
That's right.
As far as home runs. You better get starting to swinging, Trumbo, because I'm going to get you.
Here's Alberto Callaspo with 1 out, nobody on, and a 2-2 tie. Alberto hit it sharply back up the middle, went off the body of Blake Bevan. He threw him out to end that first inning. 0 for 1, getting the start at third base tonight. Count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. The line the same for both teams. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Both teams have stranded 2 base runners. That pitch outside. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Now, kind of like we've talked about Ervin Santana getting underneath that breaking pitch of the slider and having it sail on it. The same could be said about Bevan and his off-speed pitches. Alberto fouls it off. It seems like he gets the tendency of dropping the elbow a little bit. And that's why you get more movement. You can't control it. It usually tails away out of the strike zone against the left-handed batter.
And even from our angle here, and certainly you can see it down in the dugout if you're the Angels, he slows down his delivery when he's throwing an all-speed pitch, which gives you a better chance, even if you're fooled, you keep your hands back long enough to make good contact.
Callaspo lifts it foul and out of play. The count remains at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Real quick through his delivery with his fastball. When he goes to an all-speed pitch, slows down his arm action to take the speed off of the pitch. You can't do that. You got to trust your grip, whether it's the changeup or the breaking ball, and have that same arm action as your fastball. Hitters time that well.
Still at 2-2. And usually when you see a guy like Blake Bevan at 22 years of age, 6'7", you're thinking of a power guy, because he was that type of power pitcher in high school. And that's what got him to be a first-round pick of the Texas Rangers. This one's pulled to the right side, past the diving Dustin Ackley, and it's a 1-out base hit for Alberto Callaspo.
Able to track a breaking pitch once again and hit that ball through the hole. Pitch before, fastball smooth, quick delivery, good arm action. This time trying to slow it down to make sure you have better break on it, and a hitter can see that ball out of his hand and have a better opportunity to track it. There you see the breaking ball, slowing it down, and then of course the arm angle a little bit different too. You can see Callaspo is able to keep his head back. Even if you're fooled on the speed, you keep your hands back long enough through the strike zone to hit that ball hard.
So Kayaspo at first, 1 out, 2-2 tie here in the fourth. Here's Mark Trumbo. Lined out to Kyle Seager, the third baseman, in his second inning at bat. Fouls off the first pitch. See Mark shaking his head. He had a pitch to drive right there.
He's looking fastball and got the fastball. And Bevins around the strike zone. Hasn't walked anybody yet in this game. Hasn't struck anybody out either. So he's around the strike zone with his fastball, his breaking pitch. At times pretty solid, but at other times floating over the middle of the plate.
Kind of has a little Josh Beckett look to him, doesn't he? Just from a physical standpoint.
No question.
Another native Texan. 0-1 pitch. Trumbo swinging at the breaking pitch. It's no balls, 2 strikes. Trying to climb the ladder.
And sometimes when you're a sinker ball pitcher, a guy that doesn't overpower hitters, that's a difficult thing to do, to go up the ladder and change your arm angle. He dropped his elbow to force that fastball up. Better off at times just going east to west on that instead of trying to go upstairs if you don't have that in your arsenal as far as a four-seam fastball.
One-two on its way. Well, he jammed him with a fastball.
See, that's the better pitch for him, to run the fastball inside.
Kayaspo with a pretty decent lead at first base. The 1-2. And got him swinging with a fastball. Down goes Trumbo. First strikeout of the night for Blake Bevitt. We'll take a look at our AT&T trivia question once again. Since '73, which 3 American League starters finished the regular season with an ERA under 2? Ron Guidry in '78, Roger Clemens in '90, and Pedro Martinez in 2000.
Vita Blue, I might have been 71 then. Vita.
Yeah.
He's the MVP of the league, too.
Hank Conger takes a strike on the inside corner. Hank grounded out to Dustin Ackley in the second innings. He's 0 for 1. Seesaw game so far. Tied at 2 here in the fourth inning. The Angels both their runs on home runs as this one's rolled over to Ackley once again. It'll end the bottom of the fourth inning, but Vernon Wells with a leadoff home run in the fourth. His 13th of the season ties this game up through 4. We're knotted up at 2. Irvin Santana to face 8, 9, and 1 for Seattle. Seager, Hallman, and Suzuki. Seattle with solo runs in the 3rd and 4th innings. The Angels, both of their runs coming via the home run. Ibar in the 1st, his 6th. Wells in the 4th, his 13th. Kyle Seager hit a fly ball to left field in the 3rd inning, so he's 0 for 1 for that first major league hit. An unusual thing that Irvin has done so far here. He's thrown 4 innings. He has 4 strikeouts, and all 4 have ended an inning. So he's finished well.
2 looking, 2 swinging.
Ackley in the 1st, Cuss in the 2nd, Ryan in the 3rd, and Gutierrez in the 4th. So 1 pitch. Down low, 1 ball, 1 strike. And that 4th inning really could have turned out to be a big inning for Seattle. They had runners at the corners with nobody out. Sac fly by Smoke. The fly to right by Cousin and the punch out of Gutierrez. 1-1 out to center field. Mike Trout going back on it. There's out number 1.
That's the thing for Irvin. Just trust your ability to have pitches into strike zone when they're hit. And an outfield, they don't catch anything. It's going to stay in play. And a very good infield as far as fielding ground balls. So you got to trust your defense. Challenge hitters get ahead of the count. No, if you get ahead of them, 0-1, 1-2, you can make them hit your pitch instead of be forced into a fastball count, and they could square the baseball much better.
Greg Hallman takes a breaking pitch. It just missed inside. A little bit better by Irvin. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Hallman had a base hit and a stolen base in the 3rd inning. So it's 1 for 1. Fouls this one off to the right. Hallman got to the big leagues at back-to-back 3-hit games. June the 5th and 6th. It's a pretty good debut.
It's pretty good numbers. Gives you some time to have a couple 0 for games after that.
$100 at-bats. That's what you're looking for as a hitter. From a number standpoint, 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 1 and 2. That the number, until you get to 100 at-bats, always fluctuates very, very much. 0 for 9, 2-hit night, 3-hit night. Then you get to 100 ABs, and then it seems like it takes a little while to either go up or go down. This one hooked down a left field line. A mistake by Irvin Santana, and Hallman has this one off the wall. It's going to go as a double. And it comes with 1 out here in the 5th inning, his 2nd double of the season.
Almost a similar pitch that Bevan threw to Vernon Wells, who hit that ball out. This time, Hallman gets a breaking pitch, inner half, drops ahead of the bat. Fortunately enough for Irvin Santana, stays in the yard. Well, after that nasty slider he threw the pitch before, got underneath this one and spins back over the middle of the plate. Becomes a very hittable pitch because the speed and the break just stayed in the yard.
So Hallman in scoring position for Ichiro with 1 out. Showing bunt, drops a beauty on the 3rd base side. Infield base hit. Ichiro 1 for 3. Runners at the corners for Seattle, and Brendan Ryan coming to the plate. I guess Ichiro looking for hits as opposed to a run batted in.
I mean, there's the guys in scoring position.
Right.
You're the best hitter with guys in scoring position on the team.
And that's exactly the point we're trying to make. You got a team that is the worst hitting team in the American League, a .224 average, and Ichiro takes his own knock, as opposed to driving in the run that would drive him in and put Seattle back on top.
Well, Chris Chambliss, the hitting coach, I mean, he's a guy that did a lot of damage as far as driving in runs. That's got to drive him nuts. He's keeping a good poker face going there, but the reality is you're the best hitter on the team as far as hits and guys in scoring position, and you put down a bunt and force the guys behind you to do the job.
Brendan Ryan is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. Hooks this one out to left field. Vernon comes charging in. Hallman is tagging. The throw from Vernon is up the line. It's cut off at Seattle. Takes a 3-2 lead. Sac fly for Brendan Ryan. 26th run batted in. The seesaw continues.
And one of those breaking balls that spun over the middle of the plate once again. And Ryan is a guy that if you get him hitting a ground ball, he will hit into a double play. Had hit into 6 double plays so far this year, but breaking ball up in the zone, allow him to get that ball in the air. Get a great view on our Foxmo how when you get underneath your slider, you can see the whole wrist action in the ball that spins over the middle part of the plate instead of that little dot on the rotation of the seams of the baseballs when you get on top and snap that slider.
Irvin falls behind again at 1 ball, no strikes. Ackley, a 1-for-2 night, had a base at the left field leading off the 4th inning, came around to score the Mariners' 2nd run. Ichiro takes off. Ackley takes a strike to throw down from Hank, not in time. And Suzuki has picked up his 23rd stolen base.
Decent jump, but not a great jump. But Irvin fairly slow to the plate and a breaking pitch. Albert did a nice job of making sure that ball didn't get into center field, and Ichiro able to go to third base.
Ackley fouls it back. Puts a ball and 2 strikes on the second baseman. Pickoff attempt. Ichiro back in there. Seattle with 3 consecutive innings. Solo runs. And this one really just on that mistake pitch with 2 strikes on Hallman with 1 out. As he doubled off the top of the wall in the corner in left field. Check swing foul. Hallman advancing to third base on the bunt single by Ichiro and then scoring on the sac fly by Brendan Ryan. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Ackley. We play here in the 5th. A 3-2 Seattle lead. This one rolled over to Trumbo's got it to the backhand. He'll feed Santana. That'll end the inning. But damage done as the run comes in, and Seattle is back on top. As we head to the bottom of the 5th inning, Mariners lead it 3-2. Angels sending up 9-1-2. Mike Trout, Eric Ibar, and Torrey Hunter against Blake Bevan. Mike Trout 0 for 1, hit a fly ball to right field in his first major league plate appearance. That came in the 2nd.
Bevan's first pitch is in for a strike. Looked like Trout was taking the whole way. There's no balls and a strike. Mike from Millville, New Jersey. That's in South New Jersey. Swing at that breaking pitch. It's no balls, 2 strikes.
Definitely crowds the plate. Generally, when a hitter's going to do that, he had to have quick hands through that fastball inside.
0-2. Ground ball to short. Ryan has it. There's out number 1.
He does get down the line pretty quick.
Yes, he does.
See Jansen with the fastball. It goes inside on him. It looks like a running back going down the line. A guy that could run over a linebacker.
So 1 out. Here's the top of the order, and Eric Ibar. 1 for 2. Home run in the first inning. A fly to left in the third. One ball, no strikes. Bevan's just now thrown his 70th pitch of the night. 47 strikes, 23 balls. He has 1 strikeout. That was with Mark Trumbo in the 4th. No walks. The 5 hits allowed. How would you classify Bevan? Short armor?
Yeah, oh, there's no question. You can see even on the fastball. We're going to show something shortly, the difference between his delivery with the fastballs compared to an all-speed pitch. He does have a tendency to do some things different on those 2 pitches. Fastball, short arms it, doesn't necessarily follow through, recoils. The off-speed pitch out in front a little bit more and kind of guides it through to the catcher.
Two 1 pitch upstairs. There's the off-speed pitch. 3-1.
Just guiding Heeman that pitch through.
Ibar pops it up. Miguel Oliva with the call, gives way to Kyle Seager, the third baseman. And there's out number 2. Hey, one of the most affordable ways to see the Halos play is with the JetBlue Friends and Family Pack. This deal includes 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas for only $44. The next Friends and Family Pack game is Sunday against the Mariners at 12:35. To purchase your tickets, visit the Angels Stadium ticket office or log on to angels.com/funpack. The Mariner game on Sunday at 12:35, a pitcher's duel. Felix Hernandez against Dan Hare. Last game before the All-Star break.
Dan Hare just got his 100th career victory the other day. In grand fashion, a shutout. Happen too often, 2 pitchers getting their 100th career victory in the same season. Pinheiro got it earlier. Dan Haren.
2-0 is popped up. Seager, the third baseman. Makes the catch. Another 1-2-3 inning for Blake Bevan. We have played 5 here at the Big A. Seattle still leads at 3-2.
All about Mike Trout today. His press conference at 3:30 out stretching, taking some batting practice. Boy, you can hit the ball well during batting practice. So was Victor back there checking it out also and just taking it all in. Batting number 9, running out there, made some plays in the field. Been called off in the outfield by some Gold Glovers, but all around an opportunity to be able to see the future here in Mike Trout. That was our Coors Light Scan, brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light. Victor, how do you do it, man?
I had taken a couple of pictures of Trout's first couple of swings, and I thought I'd share it with essentially with the world via Twitter.
I don't blame you.
At least in my neck of the woods. It was a good swing.
Yes.
Pretty good picture.
He hit some rockets in batting practice.
Yeah. He's got, as scouts like to describe, sound.
Now you can always tell a real good hitter, the sound of the baseball off the bat. Another one of those sliders for Irvin. Underneath it, you see a spinning pitch. Becomes a very hittable pitch.
Miguel Oliva with a 1-ball, 1-strike count. He's 1 for 2 at a base hit in the 4th. This one grounded to short. Ibar has it. One away. I mean, you were a sinker slider guy. And there's games where you just don't have it. I mean, you may feel good in the bullpen. You come out to the big field, and all of a sudden it's just not there for you. You've got to make some sort of adjustment one way or another. I know that there are times where you kind of beat your head up against the wall saying, I'm going to get it, I'm going to get it, I'm going to keep trying to throw it. But at some point, when it's not coming around, you almost got to go to plan B.
Yeah, and that's the fastball. I mean, Irvin has a great fastball. You can change speeds on a fastball. You can pitch inside and outside with your fastball. You can do so many different things. We talked about Dan Herron and Jerry Weaver throwing the BP fastball. You can sink the fastball too. If your slider's not working, yeah, that's your swing and miss pitch. But the fastball can get you so many easy outs if you locate it well, in particular if you can throw it for a first pitch for a strike.
That first fastball to Smoke was good. That one just missed off the plate. It evens the count on the Mariners' first baseman. Had a fly ball to left field in the 2nd and a deep fly in the 4th to pick up a run batted in. His 43rd of the season. 1-2.
And it's amazing how many times a hitter will get themselves out with a decent fastball, because they want to hit a fastball. If you locate it on the outer part of the plate and you can show it early in the game, you can throw it for a strike. You can start going a little bit further off the plate and they'll get themselves out.
Fastball just missed in off. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. You get guys on those games that perhaps you don't have your best slider sitting on that slider, hoping for that cement mixer up there.
Yeah, because you're gonna if you don't have a good feel for it, you're gonna make a mistake with that pitch. And if you ever see highlights of home runs hit out of the ballpark, majority are hanging breaking pitches.
That was a pretty good slider right there. And it's a full count, not getting the call from Sam Holbrook.
This one he stayed on top. Great late break to it. Surprised Smoke didn't swing at that pitch.
Yep.
That was nasty.
3-2. This one grounded to the right side. Howie Kendrick in the outfield grass. 2 outs. Fans, on Tuesday, July 19th, the Halos take on the Rangers at 7:05, and original owner Gene Autry will be inducted into the Angels Hall of Fame. All fans in attendance will receive an Angels Hall of Fame shirt courtesy of Smile Generation. To purchase your tickets today, visit the Angel Stadium ticket office or just log on to angels.com.
Nice looking shirt.
Yeah. Two outs, nobody on for Jack Cuss, the DH. Takes a breaking ball for a strike.
Get back to your point, Victor. A lot of times a pitcher, especially who has a great breaking ball, they get that mindset, I got to force that into you. I have to have that pitch. But that fastball, if you can throw a fastball right there at 92, you got him honest, and you go sink the fastball away, you've really opened up the plate as far as pitching and getting easy outs. Now, if you stay at a particular point of the plate, then the hitter's going to hit it.
2 balls and 1 strike. Irvin retiring the first 2 batters in an inning for the first time since the 2nd. Seattle with 6 total hits, 2 each in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th innings. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got him swinging on a 2-2 breaking ball, and Irvin has his third 1-2-3 inning and his first since the second. We head to the bottom of the sixth inning, but the Angels down by a run. Gardens Casino. Get your game on by El Pollo Loco. Now for only $5 at El Pollo Loco, get one of our 5 tasty combos. They are the combos other combos wish they could be. Catch them before they are gone. And by Time Warner Cable. Mariners on top 3-2. Bottom of the sixth inning. Bobby Abreu to lead things off against Blake Bevan. Coming off a 1-2-3 fifth. Halos ending up 3, 4, and 5 here in the sixth inning. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Bobby 0 for 2, twice having hit a fly ball to left field. Halos with 5 hits in this game, 2 of which left the building. Home runs by Ibar and Wells. 1-1. Burton Wells on deck. Howie Kendrick to follow. Howie extended his personal best hitting streak, 17 games with a first inning base hit. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Big little off-speed pitch.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Bevan just making his second major league start, has 1 strikeout with no walks. 5 hits allowed. Delivers a 2-2. Bobby fouls it off. Nice one-handed catch in the front row of the upper deck. That is straight up tracking it.
And Bobby was late on that fastball also. He's going with a changeup here.
Bobby rolls over this one. Smoke plays it to the backhand, and will feed Bevan for the first out. And we've gone from 16 to the final 2 greatest moments in MLB All-Star Game history. Go to MLB.com/moments and vote now for your favorite Midsummer Classic moment. And tune in to the 2011 MLB All-Star Game Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific here on Fox to find out who won. 1 out, nobody on for Vernon Wells. It's 2 for 2. Base hit in the first inning, a home run leading off the fourth. The home run is 13th. The RBI is 33rd. Takes a fastball for a strike.
You would think he was going to try to stay away. That fastball ran on the inner half, and we're going to let that one go. But you would think Bevan's going to stay away on everything.
No balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball to short. Brendan Ryan has the ball jump off on him, and Wells will reach. Ball at the last minute just kind of came up on him. The Angels get a man on for Howie Kendrick.
Was in position, just rolled up and hit the heel of his glove and up on his body. Tried to recover, still a strong arm, but ends up getting an error. Sometimes the most routine plays end up being the most difficult one. Home run, error number 8 for Ryan.
Howie 1 for 2 with that base hit I just mentioned in the first inning. Vernon takes off. The hit and run is on. This one bounced foul.
Well, he had a huge
Yeah,
jump.
he did.
So look at the straight steal. He didn't look back, see if contact was going to be made.
No balls, 2 strikes. Bevan, kind of an unusual stretch position. As he comes set, his left foot is really out in front towards third base, kind of a closed stance, if you will. And he peeks back towards first base, at least the last time, over his right shoulder.
He definitely closes it up.
This time he didn't do it. Now he fouls it off to the right.
But still, his foot is over in front of his back leg, and he's able to just spin across. That's what he's trying to do as far as a slide step, to be quicker to the plate. Do that type of stance in the stretch position, you do lock yourself up. A more difficult throw to first base. You're not going to be as quick. To be quick as far as your slide step, because all you need is a quick hip turn and you're going to be going good towards home.
A little bouncer to second base. Ackley feeds Ryan for 1. The relay to first in time in the ending double play. 6 of the books here at the Big A, and Seattle maintains their 3-2 lead. run. Irvin Santana to face the bottom third of the order for the M's. Gutierrez, Seager, and Hallman coming off a 1-2-3 6th inning. He's retired the last 5 in a row. Gutierrez a base hit and a run scored in the 3rd inning as a leadoff man and struck out looking to end the 4th inning. 5 strikeouts for Irvin. No walks. 6 hits allowed. And again, the streak that Irvin's been on, the strikeout to end the inning, continues. Had one to end the 6th inning. Jack Cuss going down, swinging on a breaking pitch. Irvin here to lead off this inning, falls behind at 2 balls and no strikes. He's thrown 91 pitches so far. 56 have been strikes. Two and one. This one out to left field. Vernon moving to his left will make the catch for the first down. Hey, subscribe to MLB.tv to see every Angels game live or on demand on your computer as well as your favorite devices. MLB.tv Premium lets you enjoy HD quality, home and away coverage, multi-game view, as well as the ability to pause and rewind live games. Visit Angels.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv, baseball everywhere.
About the 4th or 5th time in a 2-1 count. Irvin is throwing a slider, and Gutierrez was all over that pitch. Hitters look for patterns in pitchers.
Seager takes inside. He's 0 for 2 with the fly ball to left and the fly ball to center. Three and 0.
Again, falling behind in his first 2 batters here in the inning. 2-0 before going 2-1 to getting the out. Now 3-0 here to Seager.
And he walked him. First walk of the ball game. Comes with 1 out here in the 7th. And you'll face Greg Hallman, the left fielder, who's 2 for 2 against him with a single and a double, as well as a run scored. And Mike Butcher's going to come out as the Angels start to get action going in their pennant. It looks like Hisanori Takahashi is playing catch. It looks like Rich Thompson as well has joined him. So a right-hander and a left-hander for Mike Scioscia. That's the first walk of the game. Bevan hasn't issued any base on balls, having struck out in 1.
No question, Mike Butcher went out to tell Irvin Santana, trust that fastball. See if you can work that down in the strike zone. You got a lot of ground balls early in the ball game, particularly to Eric Ibar. See if you get one right now.
6 1/3 so far. 5 punch outs and a walk. Late on that fastball, it's no balls and a strike. Hallman down at the minor leagues. The 4th game this season, he fractured his left hand. He missed from April the 11th to May the 28th. Played 9 games at AAA. Great numbers down at AA last season as that pitch missed inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 33 home runs, 80 runs batted in last year for this young man from the Netherlands.
Some pretty big numbers.
Just got a piece of that one. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Mariners have action themselves. Jamie Wright, the veteran, is up and loose. Bevan's thrown 90 pitches.
Well, Wright looks like he's getting ready in a hurry, though. He is going to be coming into the game.
The runner goes. The 1-2 swing and a miss. Conger with a couple of double
be
bumps.
out.
It looks like interference at the plate.
Well, he should be out of the inning.
Yeah, that's a double play. Interference. That is the 3rd out. So 7th inning stretch time here at the Big A, and the Angels trail it by the score 3-2.
An Angel and was a fixture in the middle of the lineup. But what he did with the bat was nothing compared to what he did with the glove.
Phenomenal player. I mean, you know, obviously the catch. I mean, I was right there front and center. I had the best view of anybody.
The thing I remember most is the look on Timmy's face. When I rolled over, he was kind of running at me, and he was just had the biggest smile on his face. Things like that I remember more than the actual play itself.
Bottom of the 7th inning, Seattle on top by the score of 3-2. Blake Bevan is back out there. Alberto Chaos will lead things off, followed by Mark Trumbo, then Hank Conger. At the inning gets extended, Mike Trout will get an opportunity. 0 for 2 in his major league debut so far with a fly ball to right, the ground ball to short. Alberto had a base hit his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Bevan delivers a strike. Three runs, 6 hits, an error, 3 left on for Seattle. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors, 3 left on for the Angels. It's inside. It looked like Olivo again got crossed up. They asked him to appeal. He did not go.
Yeah, he's definitely going out. There was the way he went after that baseball was definitely a cross up.
How are you getting crossed up with nobody on base? The second time tonight.
And there's sometimes the catcher is the one
That made the lots?
Yes. Yes. I won't name some of the catchers over the years I threw to, but I remember a couple times he goes, hey, you threw down the wrong pitch. I said, listen, I know exactly what you put down. You got crossed. He goes, all right, but everyone thinks it's you, so I'm all right now.
2 balls and 1 strike. Let's see. You came up with Kansas City.
No, we don't know nobody. I forget them all.
Let's run through this,
I remember
shall we?
every home run I gave up, but I don't remember my catchers.
2-1. Alberto pulls it foul.
I don't recall.
I can get pretty close, I think. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This one out to shallow left. Hallman is there. 1 out.
This is the adjustments the hitters try to make as far as picking up, whether it's an off-speed pitch you see on the left or a fastball. He's doing something different. He slows down his delivery and doesn't get the full extension over the back. Over here, as compared to straight up on the back, he's tipping exactly what is the off-speed pitch, and the fastball enables hitters to react better on the fastballs compared to the off-speed pitches.
Seemed like there's a little bit more of a recoil on the fastball than he does with the
back straighter up, gives it, the square shoulders look for the hitter.
Mark Trumbo going after that first pitch slider. No balls in the strike. Trumbo for 2. Line out to third, a strikeout.
And we showed the Halos hero with Jim Edmonds. Jim Edmonds used to sit in the dugout all day long and say, this is what the pitcher's throwing right now. And he's so good. And there's always a coach or even a bench player that picks up that stuff. Little things that a pitcher may do differently between a breaking ball and a fastball could be the difference between winning a game or losing a game.
One on its way. Breaking pitch lined over the head of Brendan Ryan into left field. And Trumbo has his first hit of the game. And it comes with 1 out here in the 7th.
Off-speed pitch full, but still kept his hands through the baseball and gets a base hit in left field.
So man on for the Angels here in the 7th. Hank Conger steps to the plate, and it looks like it may have been Blake Bevan's last pitch. Eric Wedge, the skipper's coming out. Jamie Wright was loosening. Sure enough, Bevan is done on the night. 1 strikeout, no walks, 2 runs allowed, and leaves property over at first base. The veteran Wright's coming on. The Mariners on top 3-2. And buy Sit and Sleep. Save up to 50% with Sit and Sleep Independent Sale. Sit and Sleep will beat anyone's advertised price, or your mattress is free.
How much is the mattress? What?
It's free.
It's free.
Yeah. I'll just play it straight from now on.
Yeah,
How's
right.
that?
Perfect.
Is that all right? Jamie Wright, the veteran, comes into the ballgame. 3-2 Seattle here in the 7th with 1 out and a man on. Wright pitching in his 35th game. He's had a nice season for Seattle out of the pen. 2-2 record, a 3.09 ERA.
It's still a good fastball with good movement on that fastball. 89 to 94 curveball, slider, changeup.
Hey, you got a throat lozenge?
Because it is free?
Yeah. Hank Conger at the plate, 0 for 2. Twice having grounded out to Dustin Ackley, the second baseman. Perhaps cognizant of Trumbo maybe taking off at some point here. Check swing, and he got a piece of it, fouls it off, and it's no balls and a strike. Right at times can be deliberate delivering the baseball to home. A lot of moving parts for the big right-hander.
It was a decent move. He has 1 pickoff this year, 3 stolen bases allowed. Nobody's been caught yet.
1 ball, 1 strike. Scott Downs and Hisunori Takahashi. A couple of left-handers up. Quick throw to first, and Trumbo gets back in there.
You see that quick move he has. And when he's going to the plate, slow, but very quick to first base.
Mike Trout on deck. Trouble with a 1-out base hit here in the bottom of the 7th. Trumbo 8 stolen bases this year. He's been caught 3 times. He takes off. Hank takes down low. The throw is in time. Miguel Oliva guns it down. Throw number 2. Heck of a throw by the veteran catcher. Yeah.
Quick transfer. Looked like Trumbo stumbled initially as he tried to steal the base there. Had that foot close to getting in there before the tag was applied by Ryan. A real good view there. Definitely got the right call. Tag was applied before the foot got in.
Conger hammers one down the right field line. Gone! Big fly for Hank Conger. We're tied at 3.
A majestic foul by Hank Conger to right field. His 5th home run. 4th allowed by Jamie Wright this season. Tried to sneak a fastball inside part, a cut fastball. Turns on it and hits it well out.
Mike Trout takes a fastball down low. 3 solo home runs for the Angels tonight. Ibar, Wells, and now Conger. Trout 0 for 2, a fly to right and a ground ball to short. This one out towards center field. Gutierrez is there. They'll make the catch, and that will end the inning. But the Angels tie things up with their 3rd home run of the night. Through 7, we're not at 3. Together, but tonight it's about the big fly. Erick Ibar
starts it off, leading off the ball game. Hits one out, his 6th home run of the season. Vernon Wells turns on a breaking pitch in the inner half. Hits his 13th home run, and Hank Conger ties the ball game up with his 5th home run of the year. A big, majestic home run. 3 home runs for the Halos tonight. Tie ball game here in the top of the 8th.
New pitcher on the mound for the Halos. Scott Downs, a left-hander, takes over for Irvin Santana. Irvin tonight, 7 innings, 6 strikeouts, a walk, 3 runs all earned on 6 hits. Irvin's ERA does not budge, stays at 3.89. Scott pitching in his 34th game, a 5-2 record, a 1.57 ERA. Facing the top of the order here for the Seattle Mariners, Ichiro, Ryan, and Ackley. First pitch is a breaking ball that caught the outside corner, 0-1. Downs hadn't pitched since Monday when 1 inning, struck out 2. That was against the Tigers, the 5-1 victory for the Angels. Ichiro tonight 1 for 3. He chops this from the Trumbo, 1 out. And a bunt single and a stolen base in the 5th inning. And an RBI on a ground out in the 3rd. So make that 1 for 4.
Number 26, shortstop, Brendan Ryan.
Brings up the shortstop, Brendan Ryan. Ryan's gone 0 for 2 tonight. A ground out, a strikeout. Had a sac fly in the 5th inning. That snapped a 2-2 tie, putting Seattle up 3-2. If it's 26th run batted in. Takes a fastball low. Blake Bevan, by the way, the young starter for Seattle in his 2nd big league start, went 6 1/3 tonight, 1 strikeout, 6 hits, included 2 home runs, 2 solo shots, so he got charged with 2 runs, both earned. This one back up the middle. Downs knocks it down, picks it up, throws to first, and he throws wildly and allows Ryan to reach. Infield base hit for Brendan Ryan.
Boy, had the glove down and trying to make that quick throw. Trumbo tried to apply the tag. Good effort, but Ryan clearly beat that one out.
Downs looked like he slipped. His back foot slipped as he picked up the baseball. And that's why the throw kind of sailed up the line on him. If it doesn't, I think throws on the bag and they get a chance to get Ryan. But as it goes, it's an infield base hit. The man on with 1 out here in the 8th.
He's done a real good job as far as fielding position. A number of times coming into the game to get ground balls back at him.
Number 13, second baseman, Dustin.
Watch that back foot as he plants.
And this turns the ankle. Real good view right here of the ankle turning. That's the big foot for him too, because that's the push-off foot on the pitching rubber to generate that push in the lower part of your body to get a good arm action on the fastball and breaking ball.
Dustin Ackley at the plate. He takes down and in. Ackley a 1 for 3 night, had a base hit and a run scored, leading off the 4th inning. Callas was off the line, but just about even with the bag at 3rd. One and one. The Angels in the bottom of the 8th inning. At the top of their order coming up, Ibar, Hunter, and Abreu. One and two. Look at Ackley trying to cheat a little bit on that inside fastball. Swinging over the top of it. It's David Pollard against the play catch in the pen.
Scott Downs is very good as far as getting that fastball inside the left-handed batters.
tackle foul. The count remains at 1 and 2 strikes.
It seems like he's set up for a sweeping breaking ball off the outside corner after back-to-back fastballs inside.
Breaking pitch, just a little bit high, fooled Ackland. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pretty good pitch.
Unless it's high.
Yep.
Which is not. It's in the strike zone. Well, he set him up, set fastball in, and breaking pitch.
Got him swinging. Foul tip and hung on to by Conger. 2 outs. I'll tell you what I like from Dustin Eckler. We've seen the limited amount of at-bats so far. And even though he commits himself to the front side a little bit, those hands stay back, especially. I mean, he tries to take whatever he can on the outside part of the plate and takes it the opposite way.
That's why you're going to see this kid hitting 300 every year. If you have that ability to keep your hands back like that, better chance to punch that ball the other way, especially with some tough pitches on the outside part of the plate.
So 2 outs with a man on at first base for Miguel Olivo. 1 for 3 tonight. Had a base hit. That came in the 4th inning. Olivo swinging first pitch, rolls it foul. And it's no balls and a strike. Brendan Ryan heading back to first base. Irvin Santana heads into the All-Star break with a 4-8 record and a 3.89 ERA. After his 7-inning performance. Count even at 1-1.
Irvin can look back at this game today and say made some quality pitches. Yes, he got underneath a few sliders. Give your team an opportunity to win the game. That's all you can do as a starting pitcher. Go deep in the game and give your team a chance to win.
Olivo chopping this with a short. Ibar will flip to Kendrick, and they force out Ryan. That will end the top of the 8th. We head to the bottom of the 8th. With this game tied up at 3. Insurance report card of the night. Irvin Santana, 7 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned runs. Blake Bevan, 6 in the 3rd, 2 earned runs on 6 hits, including a couple of home runs. Ibar, Wells, and Conger with solo home runs. As a matter of fact, just the second time the Angels have hit 3 home runs in the game at home this year. The other time, June 28th, earlier in this homestand, that was against Washington. Same 3 guys, Ibar, Wells, and Conger. Jamie Wright is still out in the game there. He's the guy that gave up the home run to Conger. With 2 outs in the 7th. They'll face the top of the order, Ibar, Hunter, and Abreu. Malachi Barm, home run in the 1st inning, a fly to left in the 3rd, a pop-up to Seager, the 3rd baseman, in the 5th. 1. Eric now with a new career high in home runs with 6. 3 leadoff home runs. Showing bunt, takes a sinker down low. 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, not a bad idea to bring that pitch with you down the first base line. Especially with Ackley playing deep at second base, you have an opportunity to get it by right pitcher's mound. You're going to be safe at first base if you can bring that bunt with you.
This one out toward right field. Riccio comes in and now makes a U-turn as he backpedals a couple of steps, makes the catch, 1 out. Fans visit the new Howard's Appliance and Big Street Superstores in Irvine for their grand opening tomorrow. Mike Scioscia, Mark Trumbull will be appearing and signing autographs from 10 a.m. till noon. One out, nobody on for Torrey Hunter, who's over 3. Torrey with a couple of fly ball outs, 1 ground out.
At this point in the game, you're just looking to try to turn on something on the inner half.
Ahead of the count at 2-0 with Abreu on deck. Caught the inside corner, 2-1.
What is the speed of that pitch? Fooled Torrey, otherwise that ball is going to be crushed because there's a backup breaking ball.
3-1. Jamie Wright delivers a 3-1, and that is down low, and it's a 1-out walk. The first walk by Marion Ritchie. Puts a man on for Abreu. The question is Eric Wedge going to stick with Jamie Wright? It doesn't appear as if he's going to do so. No move as of yet. There it is. Aaron Laffey, the left-hander, has been loosening. He'll be facing Bobby Abreu. We got a pitching change here in the 8th. This game tied at 3. Back with television's next big event. You can only catch it during the All-Star Game Tuesday only on Fox. Aaron Laffey, the left-hander, comes into the ballgame to face Bobby Abreu. Situational appearance for Laffey to take on the left-hand hitting Abreu.
Laffey's done a pretty solid job for him. 18 punch-outs in 33 2/3 innings pitched. Not overpowering. Fastball 86 to 91 with sink action, slider, changeup.
Is there a carnival in town? That thing was huge.
For an extra base hit, I think.
Life size. Laffey picked up in the trade with the Cleveland Indians on March the 2nd. From Matt Lawson and that guy named Cash. Bobby swinging first pitch, fouls one back. Abreu tonight 0 for 3. A couple of fly balls to left and a ground ball to first. Corey Hunter's over at first base. One out here in the 8th.
Bobby at 269 versus left-handed pitching this season.
Outfield straight around against Bobby. Takes inside to even the count. In his career, 4 for 8 with a strikeout. Down and in, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Well, that's his out pitch. Breaking ball. Different speeds on the slider. There's a harder slider to get ahead of the count, and then the slower one, more of a break to it, to try to finish off the left-handed batter, but now forced maybe into a fastball count.
2-1. Takes a strike on the inside corner, 2-2. This is the 27th game for Laffey this season, a 1-1 mark, a 1.87 ERA. He does have a save. He was not allowed to run in 20 of his 26 outings leading up to this one. Two. Down in the dirt, full count. Vernon Wells on deck. May just be a one-hitter appearance for Laffey. With action going in the Mariners pen. David Pauley back up and ready to go. Torrey Hunter at first with 1 out. A full count here on Abreu. 3-2. Outside, that is ball 4. So Torrey will take second base. Back-to-back walks by Mariner pitching here puts 2 on now. And Vernon will hang out in the on-deck circle to see if Eric Wedge will make a move to the bullpen or if he'll let Laffey face Wells, and it looks like he will. Back in the 4th inning, leading off the frame against Blake Bevan. Hooked a breaking pitch just inside the pole. Picking up his 13th home run of the season. He's had a 2 for 3 night with a single and that home run. He reached on the error by Brendan Ryan in the 6th.
It's kind of odd. You have Pauley down and the right-hander down in their bullpen. Keep the lefty up and in the game here against Vernon Wells.
No balls and a strike.
Coming into the game, 296 versus left-handed pitching versus 179 versus right-handed pitching.
Torrey Hunter at second, Bobby Abreu at first. No balls, 2 strikes. Vernon didn't like that call by Sam Holbrook. And it's 0-2.
Bottom part of the strike zone, outside corner. Very good with runners in scoring positions. Last 12 ball games here. Now going to have to fight off a tough pitch, 0-2.
Pops this one up, first base side. Smoke will run out of room. The count remains at no balls, 2 strikes. The Angels tonight just 0 for 1 with men in scoring position. As Torre drew the 1-out walk, Abreu followed that with a 1-out walk of his own. Jamie Wright put Torre on. Laughing, putting Abreu on. Another 0-2. This one lined to left field, a base hit. Torre is going to be stopped at third base, and they are loaded up for Howie Kendrick. 3-hit game for Vernon Wells.
Decision that Dino even decided to hold him up there. Almost hit hard. Rated Hallman in left field, who charged the ball well. Fastball inner half, turned on it once again. A mistake. Laffey going inside on Vernon Wells, who's so effective on that pitch. Well, I think that's a right decision by Dino. He's in position. He's looking all the way through to see if there's going to be a bobble in the outfield, but stops him right away. Right decision to make.
Eric Wedge is out. Pitching change forthcoming. The Angels have him loaded with 1 out here in the 8th. That's what I get for looking at the standings during the commercial break. Well, the Seattle Mariners, David Pauley comes into the ballgame with the bases loaded. And in case you were wondering, Cleveland lost and Detroit won, so Detroit picked up a game from the Central.
Yeah, Cleveland gave up a lot of runs, so there was a lot of pitching changes made in Cleveland.
Pauley 5-1, a 1.38 ERA, pitching in his 33rd game. He'll face Howie Kendrick with Torrey Hunter at third base, Bobby Abreu at second, and Vernon Wells with a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game. It stands at first.
Pauley, a sinker ball specialist.
Infield is in. That pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes.
Fastball, 88 to 92, curveball, slider, changeup. He works down in that strike zone very well with all his pitches.
Howie Kendrick, a 1-for-3 game. A base hit back in the first inning, extending his hitting streak to 17 games. 1-0. Pulls this one foul. That one elevated, and that's why Howie pulled the trigger on it. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, that's what you're looking for if you're Howie, something up in the strike zone to get in the air. That ball ran in just enough on him. Get him to hit that ball foul.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss, off speed pitch, 1-2. The Angels this season with the bases loaded, a 196 average, no home runs. And the 1-2. Now he chops this one towards third. The throw comes home. Olivo forces out Torrey Hunter for out number 2. Nice play by Kyle Seager, the third baseman. It'll be up to Alberto Callaspo.
Boy, that's a tough throw, especially with the runner coming down the line. With a good field. Threw that ball to the right. Almost pulled his foot off home plate.
Yeah. Still loaded for Callaspo. 2 outs, however. Alberto 1 for 3. Swinging first pitch, grounds one to short. They flip to second. No, he'll take it himself, and the Angels leave him loaded. 8 in the books. We're still tied at 3. The Angels with a golden opportunity at the bottom of the 8th inning with the bases loaded, 1 out. A couple of ground balls ends whatever threat the Angels had put together. Here in the 9th inning, Jordan Walden takes over for Scott Downs. And he is scheduled to face Justin Smoke, Jack Cust, and Franklin Gutierrez.
The All-Star Jordan Walden.
That's right.
39 punch-outs this season. Bottom line for him is that command of that fastball, not overthrowing it, stay within your mechanics, and then also an opportunity when you get ahead to finish off with that nasty slider.
Jordan takes over for Scott Downs, who pitched the 8th inning, gave up a base hit, the infield variety, and then struck out of it. And that was it. All the name of the All-Star team just a couple of days ago, replacing Mariano Rivera. A couple of Yankees dropping like flies now all of a sudden off the All-Star team.
Yeah, notice that Jeter and A-Rod
both gone. Replaced on the All-Star team by Kevin Youkilis and Johnny Peralta of the Tigers. Adrian Beltre will start the All-Star game for the American League at third base as Drupal Cabrera at shortstop. He of the Cleveland Indians.
Drubal's made some unbelievable plays defensively this year for the Tribe.
1-0 pitch is Smoke. Big swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Smoke tonight 0 for 2. Had a sac fly in the 4th inning, picking up his 43rd run batted in. The other 2 times a fly ball to left, a ground ball to second. One and two.
Boy, that's a great life in that 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Back-to-back 98-mile-an-hour fastballs.
Got him, swinging, down goes Smoke. 1 out.
And that one at 99 miles an hour. And located perfectly right on the outside corner at the knees.
He should be feeling fresh. First outing for him since Sunday night. Picked up the save, his 19th against the Dodgers. Jack Cuss looks at strike one as the Angels overshift. 3 infielders on the right side against Cuss, who's 0 for 3 tonight, serving as a DH. A couple of strikeouts and a fly to right. A 1-1 strike count. David Paul, it appears, will be coming back out for the bottom of the 9th inning. The Angels have Trumbo, Conger, Trout due up in the bottom of the 9th. Off-speed pitch, missing low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Walden, the second reliever, 3rd overall pitcher for the Angels. Irvin Santana, 7 innings, 3 runs. Striking out 6, giving up 6 hits. Scott Downs the 1 inning, and now Jordan. Ground ball toward short, but that's where the third baseman, Alberto Teoscar, is making his home on that overshift, and it's a 5-3 putout for round number 2.
Sunk the fastball away after a changeup the pitch before. It's a ground ball out.
So 2 outs, bases clear for Franklin Gutierrez, the center fielder, who's 1 for 3. Base hit and a run scored. That came back in the 3rd off Irvin. The fastball missing down and away. George Walden, the first Angels rookie selected to the All-Star game since Jason Dixon in 1997. 2 balls and no strikes. Mariner hitters now with the 2 outs here in the 9th inning against Jordan this season. 2 for 16 against him. This one out toward right center field and hit very well. Mike Trout giving chase, and at the wall makes the catch. Terrific running catch by Mike Trout, robbing Gutierrez of extra bases. It's the 3rd out here in the 9th, and we head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Trumbo, Conger, and that guy, Mike Trout, with this game tied at 3. And what a terrific play by Mike Trout to end the top of the inning.
Well, that's a great read and a fearless read. Know where you are in the ball game, running back right in front of the wall. Never taking the eye off the baseball, bracing yourself to run into that wall, but that quick step and fearless effort after that fly ball. It's a high five from everybody in that bench.
He's due up 3rd here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Mark Trumbo will lead things off. He's 1 for 3. Had a base hit his last time up in the 7th. Paulie going off speed, missing his shot. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Paulie got the last 2 outs of the 8th inning. A crucial situation with the bases loaded and 1 out. Evens a count of 1 ball, 1 strike.
When you look at Paulie, he does have a good breaking ball, but mainly it's that sinking fastball. And his best pitch, which is his out pitch, is his changeup. He sells that very well. You think fastball, but it's about 6 or 7 mile an hour different than the fastball. Like that one.
One-two count. This one out to straightaway center field. It's got a chance. Gone! Big fly for Mark Trumbo. Light that baby up as the Angels win it 4-3.
Solo shots, and that one is crushed. This center field, we talked about earlier in the ballgame, Berman smiles, says, Mark, I'm getting close. And Mark Trumbo says, you know what? Not close enough after that gigantic fly. The center field, the walk-off home run for Mark Trumbo. The Halos pick up another victory. Jordan Walden with the win.
Jordan Walden picks up his 2nd win. He is now 2-2. Full extension for Mark Trumbo as he picks up his 15th home run and his 38th run batted in. David Paulie, dejected, takes the losses. The Angels have taken the first 2 against the Seattle Mariners in this 4-game series. The final, once again, Angels win it by the final of 4-3. For Mark Kubica and our entire crew here at the Big A, I'm Victor Rojas. Thanking you for watching Angels baseball and invite you to stick around as Angels Live is coming up next.